Got through the Temple of Droplets, and I don't remember what else we did. This time, we're gonna do more. We were visited... I mean, I'm gonna go through this, and then Eslo's gonna go through this. I'm just gonna start the file and let Eslo do it. That phantom we saw earlier, he said it was an ancient king of Hyrule. What else do we know? The element was nowhere to be seen in the wind ruins. I guess we'll just have to go to the place marked on our map. But first, you should infuse your sword with that element. We must head for the Elemental Sanctuary. So that, we encountered the ghost of a former king of Hyrule. Oh yeah, another piece of heart. And that king directed us to this place that we have never been before. So we're gonna head that way as soon as we finish cleaning a couple of things up around here. Arcane stones are always nice. Okay. That takes care of that shortcut. And we never actually came in here. We can get another piece of heart. You have found the true master of You know what? The true master of swords of Hyrule, Waveblade. If you train with me, I will teach you skills that will make you a master. So, would you like to train here? Absolutely. Now you will learn a dangerous technique for desperate times. Herald Beam. First, you must have only one heart left. Second, use your last ounce of strength to swing your sword. That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? I've got the gist. So, there's no turning back now. Everyone must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the Waveblade possession technique of training. Watch this. Possession! Now, you must try it yourself. When you have only one heart left, swing the sword with the last of your waning strength. Yes, fine work. You know the way. I will now give you this Tiger Scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with this scroll. We got the Peril Beam technique. Essentially, an inverse of the traditional sword beam technique, in that it only works if our HP is critical. Why am I walking anywhere? I can fly. Okay. So before we go that way, we need to go this way. School's opened up. I want to go... I think the way I'm going to handle the structure this time, because I am rather tired. We're going to do story stuff first, and once we reach the point that I'm thinking I might stop, if I'm still feeling like it, we'll do some extra stuff. For now, by the order of the king, none shall pass. Now, be gone with you. So, we can't get in that way anymore. This way doesn't have anything plot important, but it does have this ladder. We can get yet another piece of heart. And since we have the lantern, we can turn on the lights in this dojo. You are in the presence of the true Master Swordsman of Hyrule, Grimblade. If you train with me, you will become a true Master Swordsman. So, would you like to train here? You will learn the meaning of power with this technique, the Sword Beam. First, when your hearts are full. Second, swing your mighty sword. That's really all there is to it, young swordsman. Do you understand? But this is only the beginning. Now comes the real thing. One must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the Grimblade possession technique of training. Watch this. Possession! Phew. Now you must try it yourself. When your hearts are full, swing your sword with all your might. Yes, fine work. You know the way. I will now give you this Tiger Scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with this scroll. And now, we actually have the proper Sword Beam technique. Essentially, we now have Sword Beams when our HP is critical or maxed out, which is nice. Also, I hope you're prepared for a stealth section. Stealth section complete. I used to struggle with that so much as a kid. Oh yeah, there's another errand we should run while we're here. But we'll do that after this part. Notably, if you light grass on fire, it will spread to the entire patch of grass. Fortunately, not the hedges. But since we can't get in by our usual route, we'll have to go about it a different way. This door was always closed to us before, but now we can open it, and it pretty much takes us right to where we need to go. So we can now add the water element to our little tunnel here. And now our sword's blue. The power of the water element has infused our blade. This element allows us to split into 3 copies. Pretty much the same as before, except now more of them. Okay. Way out of here. We don't actually need to sneak back out, which is good, because we didn't. Getting seen just gets you thrown out of the palace. As you can tell what I've been playing. Gets you thrown out of the garden. We fused a kinstone last time that opened up this fountain, so we may as well grab that while we're here. And also, while we're here, we'll do a couple little extra things. A visitor? How rare! I don't have much to offer, but you're welcome to stay. Got any kinstones? Neat. Hello there. Now, interesting point of these fountains. Draining the water actually opens up new areas for both large and small Link. All we get when we're small is shells, but shells are better than nothing. We do have the ability when we're Minish-sized to go into the other side of the courtyard, but there's nothing for us to do right there right now, so we're just gonna ignore that. Conveniently, our next point of progress is right here. This nice big rock that we can push now that we have 3 of us. And we can finally get this. It's more shells. Yeah, we're gonna come back around. I want to go ahead and activate this. Takes us a little bit longer, but we can finally get across that bridge. We could have done that as soon as we had the cane, but I... So anyway, up we go. Okay, Ezra does have words. So what do you think, Lunk? Pretty dark and spooky, isn't it? Makes you want to cry, doesn't it? What, you're not scared? Well, good. Neither am I. So, come on. Let's go. Regarding the channel feedback thing, I'd hardly say that I'm the most qualified. But I may be able to take a look if I have time later. So, this area is the Royal Valley, I believe. Yes. There are many things here. One of them is a great fairy fountain. Welcome to the adventurers. Would you tell me of the things you've seen on your adventures? The first element you found was the fire element, was it not? It was not. Yes, I see. Now for the next question. Your grandfather's name is Smee, isn't it? Nope. Yes, I see. Now for the next question. Malari of Mount Cranel has 7 apprentices, does he not? I believe he does. Yes, I see. Now for the next question. The Blabbernut gives one the ability to understand the Minish, does it not? Nope. Yes, I see. Now for the next question. The robe of the current king of Hyrule, Daltus, is white, is it not? It is not, it is red. I see. Thank you for telling me about your quest. You remember it all so well. Such a faithful memory should be rewarded with some of my power. We got a large quiver. May light shine on your quest. It would be nice to be able to pay a bill or two with this, but I've got a ways to go before that's a possibility. Oh, that's enough. Didn't notice the one up there. The Royal Valley, I believe, is the place where members of the royal family are buried. It's essentially Creepy Spooky Town, and a lot of it is a reference to Zelda 1, actually. this area here is essentially this game's referent, or this game's equivalent to the Lost Woods. Also, these genie, I think they're called, are very annoying. They will grab you if they get too close, but just try to keep them away. Same as before, we're going left. Yeah. Same as the beginning, that was up. Right. I think I remember what this was. This one is same as 2 before. Now we're through. It's still dark in this area, though, despite being broad daylight everywhere else. I think we've mostly cleared things out here. My name's Dompe. I'm the gravedigger here. What's that? You're called here by the ghost of a king? I'd be the ancient king of Hyrule who rests here. I've seen him myself. Well, if the king has called you, I can't see any reason not to let you in. Here, take this graveyard key. We got the graveyard key. It allows us to open the graveyard gate. We lost the graveyard key, which prevents us from opening the graveyard gate. What's with that crow? He up and flew off with the graveyard key. Charge after him and get that key. Somehow Dompe's out here before us. Fortunately, all we have to do is... Oh, you managed to get the key back. Keep a tighter grip on it this time. At least now you can get into the graveyard. All we have to do is charge into the tree that it's sitting in. I'll open the gate for you. Be careful in there. Thanks, Dompe. Yeah. What are you doing here? This is a graveyard. There are ghosts here. Oh yeah, speaking of which, my brother lives in Hyrule Town. He's a troublesome prankster, but I often wonder how he's doing. Let's view the kinstone. Thanks, Spookter. Yeah, that crow essentially exists to waste, like, 25 seconds of your time. Hey, I just hit on a great idea. This will add a little more risk. So excited. Can't wait to get started. And this is the part where I completely forget what voices I give to minor NPCs. Let's see. Quite a bit to see around here. Some of the graves actually do have stuff that we can get to behind them. We're just gonna... We're gonna overlook the, defiling a sacred space, all that jazz. I think there are at least a couple more that can do stuff. This one, we actually have to push. Maybe those are the only ones. If we break these rocks, we can find pretty much more of these panels, and we would not have been able to get through in this formation if we hadn't pushed that grave. Here, we can open the way into the Royal Crypt. It may be the Royal Crypt, but graves are creepy no matter whose they are. Where are we supposed to go to meet this King Gustav anyway? I'm not so sure I even want to anymore. Can we just go somewhere less creepy? Oh, Eslo, you're fine. Okay. Gibdos will try to chase after you and grab you. If you have the lantern active, you can just walk into them and burn away the bandages, and they'll drop whatever's wrapped in them and turn into Stalfos, which are much easier. This mushroom looks like it'll be safe. Some of these doors are not safe. Also, shout out to the updated version of the original Zelda dungeon theme. We're just gonna wait here for... Yeah, we're just... It's fine. Zelda's my friend, so... she can, like, pardon my crimes. Pretty much everything in here is an homage to the original Zelda. From the music to the sound effects. I mean, even these little podiums are structured in the same way as the areas where you pick up the Triforce pieces in the end of dungeons. Also, every time we get a key in this game, it says this can be used to open locked doors or blocks. But unless there's any that I'm forgetting, these are the only 2 locked blocks in the entire game. Snakes. Honestly, this little hallway reminds me more of Link's Awakening. We have torches to light, or braziers or whatever, and mummies to fight. Humorously, the Peril Beam actually has a little bit more wiggle room in terms of actually functioning. Also Triforce pots, which I am legally and morally obligated to destroy. Because... reasons. Yeah, actually, this back area does feel more like a Link's Awakening dungeon. O young one, child who seeks to rescue my descendant, Zelda, welcome. My name is Gustav. I was king of Hyrule countless ages ago. I grant to you this kingstone. Seek the source of the flow in Hyrule. Only then will your path open. Save Zelda. All of Hyrule is counting on you. Fascinating. An ancient king of Hyrule. How strange. And the source of the flow. What do you suppose that could mean? Anyway, the thing I was saying beforehand about the sword and Peril Beams. The Peril Beam will work if you have 1 or less hearts. So you could have 1, 2, or 3/4 of a heart and it'll still work. But the sword beam only works if your health is at maximum. Okay. This was actually where I was intending to reevaluate. But that took like 20 minutes. So let's do some more stuff. Recess is almost over. This seems fine. This is legal, right? Okay, that was my own foolishness. You don't technically need to blow up both sides of this room, but it always bothers me not to. Also, it gives me something to do while I'm waiting for the bombs to go off. Is it efficient? No. Is it entertaining? Probably not. But here we are. Also, I just realized that we can't actually do this part. Basically, this is just detention. But yeah, we can't actually finish this puzzle from this end right now. We can get 100 rupees, though. How exciting. Just one more explosion to wait for. It'll be so much easier with an item we can get later in the game. Don't mind me barging in the middle. I guess it is recess. But, you know, barging in the middle of school. And we can't do anything back here yet. But I at least wanted to acknowledge it. One thing we can do, come around to this side. Yellow is a rare color for us Minish. There's a good side and a bad side to being rare, though. Two yellow ones rarely ever show up in the same place, so they never meet up. Is there like a Minish class system there? Is it just harder to find the materials to make the yellow outfits? Or do most Minish just not like yellow? The world may never know. We're gonna come back here in a minute, because we actually can get through the rest of this, now that we can split into 3. Because that is the number we need to push this block, which in turn allows us to do this. The final piece of this puzzle is hurling ourselves down this well. Because we can swim now. More rupees, how exciting. And humorously, we don't even need to go around to this side, and also all the blocks are back, so we're never going there again. Bees do like yellow. And that's a fair point. And your reward is even more money. Good has been done here today. Oh yeah, I don't think I ever showed this properly. So, the Pika Blooms that we were helping to cultivate in Minish Village are actually the source of the Pikolite. So since we've helped, we now have 2 additional colors of Pikolite. We have white, which we might have already had. We've got yellow, find rupees. And I actually do... Right. It was the red potion that we needed for that last one. And we don't yet have red potion available. What are our other options? That is not one of our options. Go ahead and create a restore point just to be safe, though. Okay. Nothing on Mount Crenel. We were just there. There's some stuff in the Western Wood. And in Castor Wilds. Trophy Highlands. Got new stuff around town. We've been there, we just didn't buy a Kinstone. You know what, I'm gonna let myself Google it, because I know there's a Minish who really likes Syrup, the Potion Witch, but I don't remember where. Okay. South Hyrule Field. We have our heading. We definitely just stabbed a man, but he's fine. Is it just this house right here? Yes. There's an old lady living out in the woods who absolutely loves mushrooms. Anyway, I hear she's working on some kind of special potion or something. No, thank goodness. Ironically, we have more of the uncommon Kinstones, because it's also uncommon for them to be necessary. My special red potion is almost finished. Oh, and it's so very special. I'm not sure I could do a laugh like that ever again. I'm not entirely sure that that's physically possible for me to repeat. Also, I feel like there's something we can do here. Yes. Cool. Now that we can swim. It's another heart piece. Heart pieces in Zelda games are kind of funny, because they always feel like one of the most desirable collectibles. You know, they're one of the clearest for 100% completion. They have very specific and clear benefits to collecting them. And there are usually quite a few of them. But it ends up with this kind of goofy situation where Let's see. Can I get across here? I can't. Cool. It ends up with this kind of goofy situation where sometimes you'll go 20 feet and oh boy, look, there's another piece of heart. Once you've tried my new red potion, you'll never go back to the blue stuff. Shall I fill your bottle for 150 for 150 boys? 150 rupees? What do you say, my pretty young boy? Come back when you need more! Well, that was closer than I thought. And rather than walk all the way across the forest, we're just gonna teleport there because I don't care. You can fuse kinstones. Let's fuse kinstones. Oh, I don't even remember... Are those in the Oracle games? The seed things? I don't know why I grew. I need... There we go. Cool. Yes. Use kinstones. Is fusing kinstones with Gantari. You know what would be great? A bomb that only went off when you want it. Actually, I think I could probably make one with just a few minor tweaks. Alright. I've only played each of the Oracle games once. And it's been a while. I don't think I 100% completed them either. Though I might have. Why do I keep going to the portal? I keep getting distracted. But... I remember enjoying the Oracle games. It's just that every time I play one, I feel like I have to play the other one too. And... so I end up getting burnt out on Game Boy Color Zelda games before I reach the end of the second one. Anyway, at last, it's complete! The remote bomb. It blows up whenever you want. If you ever need normal bombs again, just trade me back for them. So, want to trade for remote bombs? Yes, I do. If you ever want to use normal bombs again, just come see me. And we actually do need to go back into town. Because we got a red potion. Oh, it was the blue one that we didn't get. I don't know that I checked on the blue one. Hey, what have you got there? Is that a red potion? You bring it for me? I did. Wow, thanks. This is just what I needed to make that bud blossom. Come back and see how it turns out. I'm trying to remember. Ages is more based on puzzle solving, and Seasons is more based on combat in general. If memory serves. Which kind of fits the Oracle-related Wisdom, Power, Rip, Courage trio. I believe that I played... I think I played Seasons first, but I preferred Ages when I finally got around to it. I keep doing the thing Every time I'm like, can move faster. When large, so should be large. Don't need to be large, need to be small, so we can go through caves. Surprised we managed to avoid getting hit there. Also, in case you thought we were done with ice. No. Also, attacking while on ice is kind of funny, because it stops you in place, but it doesn't cancel your momentum. You just stop moving for a moment. Oh, and again, that's the thing I don't remember because it's been so long. I would really love for... them to make remakes of either the Oracle games or Minish Cap, or both. Both is good. The silly thing is, I wasn't going to go back into the village, but I just thought that maybe I could. I have vague memories of that. But I'd love for them to make remakes of really the other handheld Zelda games in the style of... I didn't think so. The Link's Awakening remake. Or even not necessarily in the same style. The Link's Awakening remake was just really good. And... yeah, I definitely vaguely remember that part. But yeah, performance issues aside, the Link's Awakening remake was really good. And... I love Minish Cap, and I liked the Oracle games. And they're all available on Virtual Console on the 3DS and the Wii U combined, but I'm one of 7 people who owns a Wii U, and the 3DS has been largely supplanted in market by Switch. So... I'm not sure I understand that statement. Presumably it has something to do with Twilight Princess and possibly Twilight Princess HD. What am I doing? Where am I going? May as well plot. Because those were the main side threads I wanted to take care of. Oh yeah, I can show the remote bombs. So remote bombs, as you would guess, aren't on a timer. You press the button again and they explode. This means that you can't place multiple remote bombs at the same time. In Heart Container. But... darn it. You have much greater control over the remote bombs than you do of regular bombs. I mean, motion controls are the only way I could see them doing a remake of Skyward Sword, for instance. Which is still playable on the Wii U, so it's kind of in the same boat as Twilight Princess and Wind Waker at this point. But it's been 9 years since Skyward Sword released. So, motion controls in Twilight Princess were not the best executed, though. Anyway, wow, look at the size of that waterfall. Beautiful. Simply beautiful, my boy. This is a rock. We can fuse Kimstones with it. This is the source of the flow. A stone door! So, this is what they meant by all that source of the flow business. Well, this waterfall certainly is the source of all Hyrule's water. According to King Gustav, the final element lies somewhere behind the falls. We've dawdled long enough, Lunk. Let's go find that element. Why? Boomerang doesn't even work on them. Also, now that we have the ability to provide light, caves are dark. Some caves are dark. Oh. Yeah, remote bombs are super nice if you're impatient. I like to think of myself as relatively patient. But when it comes to things like waiting for spheres to explode, or dealing with levers, as was probably obvious there, getting hit immediately cancels out. Do I even... yeah. Getting hit immediately cancels the split effect. And since poking an enemy with your sword cancels the charge, enemies are not your friend, by definition, when you're trying to split. Yeah. If I had remembered that I could just go get remote bombs then, I probably would have. Oh, I forgot those just died. I hate P-hats so much. The worst. You can't even hit them when they're flying out with bombs. Got another wind crest, so we can now fast travel up here. Did that hit both of them somehow? If it did, I'm okay with it. The environment really doesn't pull any punches at this point. I am glad that Minish Cap doesn't have the Twilight Princess flaws of if they don't fit, you'll just put them back. That might have been a Kinstone. I'm not sure we have enough money. Okay, that actually was nice. Did I already go down here? No. Oh, I don't trust this as far as I can throw it, which is why I'm going to throw something else at it. Which is why I'm going to vacuum it instead. Yeah. Down here there is a waterfall. Neat. Okay. As someone who really likes finding all the things and clearing out the map, the Twilight Princess issue was quite irritating. I wonder what that is. Who can say? What have we here? Some kind of vortex? Well, we seem to have hit a dead end. What shall we do from here? Am I still alive? Lunk, what were you thinking, child? You just reaped the whirlwind, as they say. We could be dead right now. But I must admit, it did the trick. Are we in the land above the clouds? Then there must be something here that can lead us to the final element. Let's go find it. And yes, that waterfall does open up after a Kinstone fusion. We just hadn't reached the point where we could get it yet. You surprised me. Normally surface dwellers can't walk on clouds like we do. My sister and I went to the Kori Festival in Hyrule Town, and when we came back there were monsters everywhere. I bet if I could just fuse a Kinstone I could call a good homeward wind. There are monsters about, so I can't search for Kinstones. Even if I could, I still can't find anyone to fuse them with. But you look pretty strong. Do you think you could maybe search for Kinstones for me? If you do, I'll tell you about a good spot for fusing. Unfortunately, I cannot fuse Kinstones with Haley. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh, hey, wow, look at that. I've never seen a surface dweller walk on clouds before. You must be quite pure of heart. Maybe one such as you would listen to my tale of woe. You see, I went down to the surface with my sister for the Kori Festival. But on our way home, we lost the wind entirely. Now we can't get home. Gale, I can fuse Kinstones with, and if memory serves, this is the Kinstone fusion that opens up that waterfall. Let's go take care of that real quick. Am I fast traveling a few feet down the mountain? Yes. Why do you ask? There's a piece of heart here. kill it, it would fill my wallet. That wasn't quite as foolproof of a plan as I hoped. I want Pegasus boots. In some games, you can just throw bombs into the like-like's mouths. Minish Cap is a game that I think would be really fun to speedrun. I mean, not 100%, but any percent, I think, could be a lot of fun. Okay, we've got 5 windmills here, or pinwheels, rather. We've got these cloud things that we can fuse kinstones with. No points for guessing how many kinstones there are. Hey look, there's one. Also of note, the Cloudtop's music is widely regarded as one of the best and most memorable tracks in Minish Cap. And I don't have a counter-argument. No, we don't have to kill it. Oh yeah, I mean, depending on the randomizer's settings, a randomizer isn't always that long. I mean, back a few months ago when I was doing randomizers more regularly, I could get through a Minish Cap randomizer in a few hours. Or a couple of hours, I think. But randomizers do add a lot to both the difficulty and the things you need to keep track of. These Sky Piranha things are the worst. I hate them so much. Because there are several places in the Cloudtops. I mean, really, overall, this sequence is one of the most memorable in the game. It's just so cool. Unless you screw up. But there are a lot of, or at least there are a few shells. And there are a few more shells. There are a few different places where you have to defeat a group of those Sky Piranhas to progress. And it's real annoying. Because they're speedy, and they're invincible when they're buried in cloud. That's a Lakitu. Also known as the God of Thunder. There are a couple of different ways you can deal with them. They'll hide in their clouds if you get too close. But you can either shoot arrows at them to dubious effect, like I was. You can shoot arrows at them with greater effect if you're not bad, like I was. Or, well, I'm pretty sure there's another one not too far from here. I mean, the Link to the Past randomizer is one of the most popular randomizers in general, I would say. My favorite thing to do is to get the Sky Piranhas to be idiots, though. Because they will just hurl themselves off the cloud. Sometimes. Okay, so that other way of dealing with Lakitus. Healer Cloud. Nothing they can do. Humorously, though, despite Link to the Past being widely regarded as one of the best in the series, it's also one of the ones I'm least familiar with. I had the GBA version of it as a kid. And that's also fair. Because it's so prolific and just in general. Now, if you've seen any randomizer, it's probably Link to the Past. Or Ocarina of Time. Which is one part of the reason that I haven't played any randomized runs of either of those games. The other one being that I don't know Link to the Past very well. That's where we are. I know Ocarina pretty well. But that's a qualified pretty well, because it's still been years. I guess the last time I played it was freshman year of freshman year of college, I think. So, little over 3 years ago. I was all excited because I was able to pick it up on the original console. But, I mean, the reason I chose the randomizers that I did to try in the first place is that they're all games that I love. I played Cave Story, I played Earthbound, I played Minish Cap. I ended up really preferring the Minish Cap randomizer to the Cave Story, or especially the Earthbound ones. I went to school for game design. Graduated back in December, and I've kind of been figuring out what I'm going to do next since then. Look at all the pretty pinwheels spinning in sync. It's very satisfying. But yeah, I mean, one of the points of advice that I've heard from a lot of people who make YouTube or other content is that if you're going to play a game, or if you're going to let's play or stream something, start with something you love and you can talk about. And that was kind of my idea for the randomizers. They were good to try. Anyway, to actually continue playing the game. Now, how do you build something like this on top of a cloud? Maybe someone lives inside. If so, perhaps we could ask for the element? It's worth a shot, Lunk. So this might look familiar. Oh, it's you! I thought I'd never make it back here, but thanks to your kingstone, I did. If you're looking for something, go talk to the elderly woman on the 4th floor. Makes sense, there's certainly a market for it. The winds carry all sort of valuable information to her. Oh, if it isn't old Lunk. My quest to match kingstones has taken me all the way up here. I'm not sure you've noticed yet, but we're on top of the clouds. The Wind Tribe lives here. They protect the path to the Palace of Winds where the wind element lies. And yeah, commentary is especially difficult when I'm slightly tired and even more prone to distraction than I already was. Well, Lunk. Thanks for helping. Because of you, my Gramps is all better now. And stones? Nice. So, part of the reason I was so adamant about using kinstones with that traveler early in the game is that it leads to... Well, if you can help the old man, Gregel, I believe, then he survives to this point. But if you haven't taken care of that by the time you get back up here, he's gone. But if you did help him... Oh, it's Lunk. Thank you for your help earlier. I've got something else good for you, so here, please take it. You just get the light arrows. You know. Sacred weapon generally capable of felling foes in a single hit. I can't fuse kinstones with you, though. And yeah, it's tough to maintain conversation about the game while also talking back and forth with the chat. I do enjoy it, though. I mean, I think, state of things, everyone could use someone to talk to every now and then. But... especially as small as my channel is. Now, I think the most I've ever seen in chat is 3 or 4 people for my average streams, and that's usually it's 1, maybe 2. Why does everyone want to fuse that one? We of the Ring Tribe are very skilled at finding kinstone pieces. So skilled, in fact, we have more of them than we can manage. We can't even store them all. I wish someone would take a few from us. No problem. Already done. I'll just steal some more while we're at it. Welcome, welcome. Long, long ago, and then an age before that, our tribe abandoned the place you call the Wind Realm. With our magic, we moved our palace up into the skies. We are the Wind Tribe. We have been watching, and we know all that happens on your surface. We know a small boy collects elements to lift the curse from a princess. We know of Vati and his evil acts. The wind tells us of these things. The wind element that you seek lies deep in the Palace of Winds above me. When the blade has been infused with the 4 elements, the way to the Light Force will open. So it is told in the legends of the Wind Tribe. Vati himself may already know this. Surface dwellers are not permitted to enter our palace, but you are special. You may continue to the roof. I don't want to go all the way back there. There's a device in the palace that allows one to fly in the sky. When I get bigger, I want to explore the palace and find it. But I'm too scared right now. I want to fuse that one. Okay. We are coming up on probably my favorite dungeon in the game. But I think I am gonna save it for next time because I'm tired. I'm working to fix my sleep schedule and stayed up super late, intending to pull an all-nighter so I could just reset, but that didn't work out. But I'm still tired. So we'll get to this next week. To answer that last question, that depends. There's... some streams will get a few views afterwards. Most of them remain single or low double digit. Funny enough, and this is something completely unrelated, the video on my channel with the most views, at least last time I checked, was a stream I did of the old PC game based on the Jonah VeggieTales movie, like 2 years ago. I don't know why, but it still gets views. It's very silly. Probably because there's just not a lot of people who have played that game on YouTube. But anyway, we'll be continuing this next week. We'll probably be doing something else on a Friday. Maybe I'll pick this up again on Friday, I don't know. Chances are decent I'll just play some Smash. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good evening. Bye everyone.